people would look at me and think I'm a high-functioning, in control of everything person, but behind this face, what goes on inside my head sometimes is a struggle. My name's Kelly, born in Smithton, lived here for almost 40 years, and I'm the venue manager at the Bridge Hotel. Been in hospitality for nearly 20 years now. The first time I started having an experience with depression was probably when I was about 14, 15 years old, looking back. Probably didn't recognise at the time that's what it was. It's a subject that probably wasn't talked about as much back then, and have pretty much battled with that for the last 25 years. Traumatic events, so I've had a death in the family, that's triggered it sometimes. Work pressure is a big one that I've had to learn to manage in that regard, because that can trigger it. And life pressures. So I just have to be really aware of triggers and doing certain things to, I guess, keep the black dog away. Some of the signs I look for when I'm feeling an episode of depression coming on would be fatigue, not wanting to go to work, when I am at work, not being able to do my job to the standard that I would normally be able to do it. Even sometimes not being able to get out of bed.
So you may be depressed if for more than 2 weeks you've started to feel low in your energy, not wanting to engage with people, feeling sad, not enjoying things that you used to enjoy doing, such as hobbies, your work, seeing friends and family. Those are some symptoms and signs that you may be recognising if you're starting to feel depressed. Suffering from a mental illness doesn't mean that you're not going to do a good job at your work. People are really great at their work who have mental illnesses, and they can have a really great future within your organisation.
More people need to know about it. It's such a common illness. You know, if you had a broken leg, people can see that. You can't see what's going on inside someone's head, and it's not that quick fix that people think that it is sometimes.
So if you notice one of your staff starting to decrease in their mood, starting to show stress responses, having that conversation with them at an appropriate time to just see how they're travelling, what things that they need at that point in time, seeing if they need any help in the workplace. What can I do to make your work easier for you? Do you need some more support? Do you need some time off? And just having that open conversation with them. It's really important to come from a place of being non-judgmental, empathetic, really listening and hearing what that person has to say. Also, if that person doesn't want to talk to you, don't push them to do that. Read the situation, see what they want to talk about. If they're not ready to be open and talk about what's going on for them, that's all right. Just let them know that you're here for them, and when they're ready, you'll be there to listen.
I've found over the years a combination of things work best for me to keep my mental health in good condition. Some of the steps I take to keep myself well are exercise, talking. Can't stress communication enough. Talk to someone about how you're feeling. Don't hold it inside. Getting enough sleep of a night. Meditation, therapy. There's lots of things you can do. You need to find something that works best for you. I've actually done a mental health first aid course on the back of this because recognising the symptoms in myself, I wanted to help others, and it is such a prevalent illness these days. Look for the signs in others, and if you are concerned, speak to them and speak up. Just don't hide away and think, oh no, I can't talk about that. It's changed me in the fact that I believe I'm a much more empathetic person towards people with mental illness because I struggle with it myself. So if I see a staff member or anyone really that I think's got a problem, I'm quite happy to talk to people. If they need time off, I'm very understanding with that because it's not a quick fix solution. It's not something you can get over in a day. Sometimes you need some time. I think in the industry in general, I think we're on the right path. I think just talking about it, there's so many people that suffer with mental illness and poor mental health, and having workplaces that are inclusive and not judgmental towards mental illness is a great start as well. As hard as it's been with struggling with depression for as long as I've struggled with it for, I'm probably a stronger person mentally because of it. If I could give anyone any advice on mental health, it'd be to speak up and keep putting one foot in front of the other. Keep going and seek help and do what you need to do. There is that light at the end of the tunnel, and like I said, you can have a quality of life with depression at the same time. You can still go places with your career. It doesn't have to be life-defining. You can have both.